What's going on YouTube? Yamayati, welcome to the channel. And in today's episode, guys, we're going to be installing my first carbon part on my 2020 Panigale V4. And if you guys want to check it out, stick around, stay tuned, and enjoy. If any of this content interests you, do me a huge favor. Don't forget to hit the like button. If you want, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and hit the bell notification to be notified of all new uploads. Alright guys, here is my 2020 V4 Panigale from Ducati, and today guys we're going to be installing this bottom tank protector. It is carbon, it's from Fullsix, Manny with MOTOMILLIon. We picked this up last week, and guys, I was watching this YouTuber, it's called MotoGarageTV, really sweet channel, and he actually installed this piece a couple of weeks ago on the bike, and I thought, man, this is a great piece because this is something that I didn't really think I would do. But one thing I will tell you guys is that this red that you see here is actually part of the gas tank. It's actually one big piece, and it comes down, and apparently they do it to distribute the weight of the bike better for MotoGP. It just kind of helps stabilize the center of gravity of the bike. But on most bikes, when you look under here, it's basically just plastic and wires and things like that. But in a Ducati, this piece here is actually part of the gas tank. But I noticed that he was mentioning that it protects this from getting scratched up, and I kind of thought, well, I don't think I have any scratches. But when I looked under the bike, they're not scratches, but they're like kind of rough dimples in the clear coat that's here right under this license plate. It's not from the plate hitting, because obviously you can see there's a nice gap there, but I guess it's just from rocks and sand just coming from the mudguard, flinging up and hitting the bottom of this tank. So that's why I decided to start with this piece first. So we're going to be installing this today, and I'm just going to do it the same way he did. He basically removed the tie detail. He removed this little peg delete that's here. It's actually a tie down as well, and removed this right here. This is basically the O2 sensor wire harness, and basically removed this because by the time you put the double-sided tape, the clearance on here is really tight. So you need to kind of remove all this stuff so you can kind of slide that piece in perfect and stick it up with the double-sided tape. So we're going to be doing that today. All right guys, first thing you got to do is remove your tie detail, or just get it out the way. Mine is the low mount, so it was kind of covering this front section, so I just went ahead and removed it. I removed the plastic fairing as well, just so I don't scratch it up in the process. Super simple to do. It's just 2 screws on this side, 2 on this side, and it just basically slid right off. Remove the 2 screws here that was holding the tie detail, drop the tie detail out the way, and now with the 5mm I'm just going to go ahead and remove this bracket, this tie down bracket. Some people call it the rear peg delete kit. I'm pretty sure this has Loctite because it is pretty tight to remove it. Go ahead and just remove this out the way. Yep, it does have Loctite. I can see it now. That dust you see falling down is the Loctite. And now we have a really clear shot. I will be removing this as well. This is a 4mm, I believe. Yep, 4mm Allen key right here. Boom. I'm going to go ahead and remove these tie wraps as well, so I can kind of move this wire out the way so I can get the piece really under here. Alright guys, once you remove the rear peg or your delete bracket here, your tie down bracket, you remove the tie detail out the way. If you have a low mount, you go ahead and remove this cover for your wire harness for the O2 sensor. Now you have a clean shot at this piece that's here, because what we're going to be doing is putting some double-sided tape on the bottom, here on the sides, and then basically putting our piece in and gluing it in. So you want to make sure you have enough room, because that piece is pretty tight. This is a super tight fit. So with everything in the way, it's really hard to get that carbon piece, and I'll show you here in a second. Here is the carbon part, and I haven't put any tape on it yet, but as you see, this is a super tight fit, guys. So with that being said, you really have to get it set up, because like I'm telling you, this is a super tight fit. You're not going to be able to just slide this piece under. So as you guys can see, this is a super tight fit. So I would put a cloth here, because you are going to scratch this carbon if not, which I think I already did. Little tiny scratch right here from sliding it in, but oh well, it's going to be in a spot that you can't really see. But either way, maybe this little chamois would kind of help you out. But go ahead and get some alcohol, denatured alcohol, wipe this all down, wipe down the inside of this carbon piece as well. And then I was thinking about actually just putting the sticky tape on the actual carbon piece itself, peeling it, and then sliding it in. But we shall see how this is going to play out, because I'm not really sure. I think that's the best way to do it, but I've seen other videos, especially that MotoGarageTV. He put the double-sided tape first and then stuck this on, but I don't know. I'm thinking about putting the double-sided tape first on this piece, peeling it, sliding in it and then sticking it on. So we shall see, but let's go ahead and prep the area first and we'll go ahead and proceed with the rest of the install. All right guys, this is my denatured alcohol from Home Depot. Like $6 for this whole thing. It's lasted me like a year and a half. So goodbye if you're at Home Depot. Let's go ahead and open this up. I'm just gonna pour a little bit onto the rag that's here and then go ahead and start to wipe down my area. So as you can see, I got some denatured alcohol here and I'm just gonna go ahead and kind of prep the area, wipe it all down, kind of get that chamois in that little crevice where it's really hard to get to. What this does is just helps the tape adhere more secure to these parts. That's why we go ahead and put the denatured alcohol. Just makes the surface super sticky. And I don't know if you've ever worked with stickers and stuff like this, but if you get like waxes and oils on these parts and you try to stick something to it, it basically just slips out. And the same thing for the inside of the part. Just go ahead and grab it here and just wipe it down on the inside. Fullsix. All right guys, I don't know if you can see it very well, but I went ahead and put the double-sided tape already on this carbon. So I got a piece here, a piece across here, a piece across here, one in the center, and I got one down here on the bottom. So I went ahead and put on the double-sided tape, peeled the back side, so now it's sticky, ready to go. And guys, this is the Gorilla double-sided clear tape. It's pretty dang sticky, so hopefully I can slide this in here without getting it stuck on anything else. So let's go ahead and try. Oh, let me get the chamois first. It may help it slide a little easier. Let's see what happens. All right, so far so good. All right, it is there. You go ahead and stick it all the way around. That was actually pretty dang simple. I don't even know if making the video was even worth it because it's so easy to do, but at least you see the process. MotoGarageTV helped me out see the process, and he did an excellent job. And you guys could check out his YouTube. I'll leave the link in the description section, but his YouTube channel on his Panigale V4 is amazing. And I've been just watching him do his build, man, and it's been coming out super awesome. All right guys, here it is installed, and what do you think? It looks absolutely beautiful, man. I know this lighting doesn't do very much for the carbon that's there, and I did it mostly for protection, but Fullsix makes some amazing carbon. It looks really nice, guys. That is my first carbon piece on the bike. Hope you guys enjoyed the channel, and remember, be blessed, ride safe, take it easy on them filthy streets, and remember, you got to work on Monday. Peace.